What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with another analysis breakdown. This time is on a 6'11", 250-pound Kyle Filipowski. He can get to the rim easily with his strength and his size and his athleticism at his size. Really helps him be fast and quick, and he also can punish smaller defenders when he goes to the paint because he can bump them and knock them off and finish with the right or the left hand off the backboard, or just finish with power or quickness getting to the rim because he's so long and so fast that he can just hesitate and just get right to the rim if he gets the first step and finish, even with dunks. And that's something that you have to say is impressive for him as he continues to develop his skills. But he's also faster than a lot of other centers that might guard him, and he can use his handle to get right to the rim. And also, if you don't pay attention, he can kill you in the dunker spot because he can have that length and that size and that quickness to finish good. But he also can finish with floaters if he cut off the paint, and that's something he has to continue to put in his bag when he's trying to score. 35% from three, that's about average. You have to like that, especially because he didn't start or play a ton of minutes early on into the season. But he showed a lot of confidence and no hesitation in his pull-ups, and he showed that even in the summer league that he can really do the stretch big thing at a high level, and that's good to have. He can actually catch and shoot also if you set him up, but he also knows how to move without the basketball and get open and punish defenders for not paying attention to him from the three-point line, and that's something that you have to love from him. But he also can set screens and pop, and that's the modern game. You want your bigs to be able to do a roll to the rim or roll to the mid range or a roll to the three, and at least he shows the ability to do that. He also is a decent passer for a big man. They're going to give him opportunities at every position because he can do the dribble handoffs and find guys. He's a high-low passer. He averaged 1.9 assists last year, and he didn't even play a ton of minutes early on in the season. But it just shows you that he's a team player. He can find you cutting to the basket easily because he can see over the top of the defense with his size. And he is also a guy that can just give you dribble handoffs, and then it's just about making the right play by reading and reacting to the defense. But he also is a good rebounder. Offensively, he was at 1.6 by the end of the season for his rookie year, and that's something that is very impressive and good to see. But not only that, he also has shown the ability to not want to force things. He can make the right pass, even if it's to the three-point shooter too, and is mainly because he's quick to give up the basketball if he sees somebody open. He's a good transition big. He can get out and run and finish with good experience and knowledge of how to get there. He also can make the right play, and it don't always have to be him. And sometimes he get an offensive rebound because he runs the floor and doesn't give up on the play until the ball is in the basket. Not only that, he also will get those positions in those possessions where he can just roll all the way to the rim and finish. You don't want to foul him, so you just basically have to give up the dunk or the layup. But at least he's running the floor, and sometimes he's the first person down the court trying to get a transition basket. And I think that that's something that's funny and cool to see. But he also understands that he can catch and finish by running it all the way down and making them make the decision. Do you want me to score, my teammate to score? And that's an option his teammates have to love to have because he's also willing to give it up. He also can give you a block. In April, he was able to average a block for that month. And sometimes he got multiple blocks in the game, but he shows you that he can be a rim protector and a guy that can steal the ball near the paint if you're not paying attention to him, or you're try to make a dump off pass or a quick decision pass. He can step in away and pick that off. A rookie that we knew could be an NBA ready player. He's 21 years old, and he was picked number 32 by Utah. I didn't expect him to drop to the second round in that particular draft. I was actually shocked that he did because of the things he brings to the table and the fact that he showed that over a long period of time, even in high school, even in college. So we knew that his game should translate to the NBA level. I'm not saying he's going to be an all-star or a superstar, but he can be a quality starting big because you want most of your bigs to be able to hit a perimeter shot, set good screens, and also be able to roll to the basket and finish. Obviously, he does need to continue to improve his free throw shooting. He needs to be in the 70s or the 80s. You just want to take time to continue to let him work on his mechanics and get that hand-eye coordination right where it needs to be. Because if you're going to play big minutes, which they showed that they might allow him to do in the future, even on a different team that he might play for, you still want to be able to make them pay for touching you or following you if you're getting to the basket and dunking or trying to finish at the rim. They're going to look at it like if you can't make free throws, he's going to send you to the free throw line, so you have to be able to make those, or you just got to be able to finish better. He shot 50% from the field. That's good, from a rookie, especially a rookie that was mainly on the perimeter or just trying to find a way to find himself in the game, because you don't really know what works or what's going to happen when you're out there every time you play in each and every possession. So at least he was able to make the right reads and the right decisions on a team that's young, and it's hard to do that. But he shows you that he has the IQ and the understanding, and he has the knowledge that's needed to be out there on the court, and he knows how to get his teammates open, and he knows how to, complement his teammates and camouflage within the offense so he can still be a weapon out there. And I think that that's something that he has to continue to do if he wants longevity in the league, and also if he wants to be a starter. You have to be able to protect the paint, you have to be able to rebound, and you have to be able to stretch the floor. And he has all three of those things figured out already, because this man gave you 6.1 rebounds per game, and he only really played 21 minutes. He did play 72 games. He started 27 of them, and it was mainly because of injuries, but he showed you that he can be a productive big. And mainly the reason why I'm saying that is because he averaged 9.6 points, and we know how hard it is to score in the league, and he was able to show that I can do it efficiently. 35% from three is about league average. That's good because he only took 3.1 attempts, and his numbers started going up further as he played more minutes, showing you that he was figuring things out, and he can be a guy you can depend on and rely on both ends of the court. Now, I'm not saying he's a rim protector, I'm not saying he's a defensive anchor, but he's showing you that he's willing to do what's needed work-wise to improve in those areas so he can be a starting level big, because you do have to protect that paint even at the power forward position because of switches, and you have to use your length and your size to the best of your ability. He might not be a guy that's a high booming rim protector, but he does have the size, he does have the mobility, and he does have the length. Those things should give you enough to average up 1 or 2 blocks a game just by being in the right spot at the right time, or reading the defense when they're trying to make a decision of how far they want to get into the paint or how near they want to be to the paint. And Filipowski showed that he's going to stay there. He's going to stay around there. It's just about getting his timing right and his feel and understanding of the game right. And it just takes time by playing games and playing against your opponents and getting familiarity with them. So Kyle Filipowski may not be the biggest name in the draft. He may not be in the best rookie in the draft, but when he got the opportunity, he showed that he was one of the better ones. And he did show that he can be a starter in this league depending on what you have around him and what you're asking him to do and what you're demanding him to do. But if you're asking him to be a 3-level scorer and you're asking him to be a guy that can rebound the basketball and space the floor at a high level, his potential is there to be that for any team and any organization for a long time. As long as he's healthy and don't have any severe injuries, he should be able to meet that criteria, and that will extend his career. And that's all you can really want from a guy. You want somebody that can play and help you win, and Filipowski have shown that he can possibly be that under the right tutelage coach-wise. And it's all about schemes, it's all about teams. So you have to put the right personnel around him, and then you just have to demand him to commit to being a guy that can anchor that paint enough. Like you might have another big around him. Like you can have him at the 4, and he can still give you the same type of production that he can give you at the 5. It just he might not be able to lock down that paint, so you might need somebody that can. But at least you have seen that he can be a versatile guy, and he can score in a variety of different ways, and he can still be efficient. It's hard to shoot 50%, especially on the perimeter, but he's showing you that he has the flashes and potential to where he can be probably even better at scoring And Summer League was a prime example where he was lighting it up and became the Summer League MVP. And that was really, really good, to see how his potential is being tapped so early. And it's mainly because this is going into his sophomore season, and he already looks seasoned. He already looks like he's ready for a big role. He's ready to show what he can do. And I think that I'm willing and ready to see it also. So all I can say now is hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos about NBA only topics. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. And I also do mock draft and draft coverage. So if you love that type of content, I already got 3,000 plus videos on my channel that you can watch and you can enjoy right now, and it's all for free. Not only that, I also upload videos each and every day. So if you love NBA content, you can't get enough of, you can't live without it, this is a perfect channel for you if you just found it for the first time, or you've been checking it out from time to time and didn't want to subscribe. There's enough content here to prove that this is a channel you should be supporting or you should be a fan of. Other than that, hope you guys having a blessed day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are enjoying y'all weekend so far. And hopefully you guys stay blessed. And all I can ask y'all is continue to support me like y'all did in the past. Hopefully y'all do it in the present and also in the future. And all I can say is thank y'all, and thanks for appreciating the content for what it is. And thank y'all for coming back and continuing to show love and support and continue to make time for me and caring about what I have to show and what I think. And that's the purpose of this channel, and that's why it's been around for 10 plus years. I'm a pioneer for NBA only channels on YouTube. Been doing it for a long time, and it is good to see other channels be created, and it's also good to see people want to watch these type of channels. And I love y'all for that have been doing it for so many years and still to this day. For the people that's new, other than that, peace out. Y'all stay blessed up, and I'm gone for now.